Hello, I'm Juan Ibarra from Discovery Channel's hit show, Ready Dodge Mine Rescue. I want to give you guys a tour of my new truck. This is actually Mack Daddy. Last year we built Big Mac. This year it's Mack Daddy. I'm going to show you a few key features inside the cab that I really like. One of them is the command steer. This is kind of a cool feature. You know, when you think about a semi-truck, you really think about something that's not really easy to drive and, you know, not really comfortable and doesn't have a bunch of feature comforts. That's not the deal with this truck. This truck actually is pretty comfortable and it's got a lot of features that most don't. This is the command steer. I'm able to, you know, adjust my cruise control right from the steering wheel, answer and, you know, hang up phone calls, adjust my radio, and then be able to scroll through some of my modes right here. Everything's, you know, available right here to be able to scroll through my settings. And then, of course, I got a large LCD screen here for navigation and my radio. This is something new for me. You know, I've never really had an automated manual truck, but this one here has got the M-Drive 14-speed transmission. So it makes it a lot easier to be able to drive in traffic and around cities. And, you know, honestly, it's just easier all the way around, you know, instead of having to run a clutch all day long, you know, shift through 14 gears before you get through an intersection. So it's kind of nice. But yeah, I got all my gauges right here. Got my gauges here. Got all my switches, you know, air ride, my differential lock, my power divide, everything's right here and accessible. Yeah, it's a very comfortable truck. I love it. Got air ride on the cab and on the seats. You know, a lot of times we'll end up driving, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 miles to get to the next episode. And when we get there, it's really nice to actually feel like you haven't been beat up. And unfortunately, in my older truck, that's the way I felt. I'd get to a job site and honestly, it just felt like, you know, I fell off the building. But with this truck, I'm able to get there. I'm comfortable. I feel great. I'm ready to work. But let's go outside and take a look at the outside of the truck. Like my truck I built last year, Big Mac, my wife and kids, they made the Bulldog his little cape. Here's the heart of the truck. It's a 505 horsepower, 1,860 foot-pound of torque motor. It's an MP8. It's made it up to that 14-speed transmission, and so far with the other truck, we've had nothing but good response with it. Saw about a 40% increase in fuel economy just with that motor. I got American Racing ATX Wheels. You know, American Racing offers these special Mack hubcaps, so kind of matches the truck. I'm in this truck more than I'm in my own home, so I want a truck, one, that's comfortable, and two, that looks decent. On the back of the truck, I got air ride, suspension, NeWay air ride. The box itself is a PAL Pro 86. It's not just a regular PAL Pro 86. This is actually a custom built unit for us. You know, we have a really great relationship with Palfinger. Palfinger actually designed this bed for us, and it's kind of a one-off. You know, it's a tandem axle with an extra box. The great thing about Palfinger is they make a quality product, but not only that, they make a product that, one, is properly engineered, and two, that's lightweight, but yet as strong as, you know, the competitors, and that's really what I wanted. You know, going with a tandem axle setup, I wanted to be able to try to shave as much weight as possible so that way I could tow as much as possible. I got my Palfinger 14,000, so that's a 14,000 pound crane with a 29-foot reach. With that 14,000 pound crane, you know, basically that gives me, you know, just a variety of things that I can do with it. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm pulling a motor out of a dozer, if I'm moving pieces of wash plant, it doesn't matter. You know, I got enough lifting capacity and I got enough reach to be able to get that done. In every one of my trucks, we've always ran a Lincoln 566. It used to be a 600 SD or HD, but this unit here, it's an all-in-one unit. Hydraulic pack, air compressor, welder, and generator, all in one. What that means to be an all-in-one unit is anything that I have to do that has to do with working, my crane, welding, air, comes right from this unit. It means reliability because I'm not running a 505 horsepower motor to be able to run a PTO pump, so I'm not getting a bunch of soot in my DPF filter. So it's going to extend the life of that DPF filter. So if you're looking at big trucks or if you build big trucks, this is a great addition. My badass reels here, I got 120 foot of lead on each side. And of course we got matching orange cables. Something new and exciting that I did on this truck was I put steps that they actually extend out, and then you can push them back in. It makes it that much easier for me to be able to jump up here, fill up the welder, adjust the welder, do what I need to do. So we did it on every single compartment. That way the top drawers, you know, I'm not super tall, so I'm able to get up there and look and see what I got in the boxes. We got our drawer systems in here. These are the CTech tool drawers. You know, I've always been a big fan of CTech. They make a great drawer. One, that's durable, but two, that's easy to get into. If you look at that, it's real simple. You come over here, you open that, you pull that little lip forward, and it unlocks the drawer. You're able to open it up. When you're done, you throw it back in, push it in, automatically locks. You don't have to worry about that drawer opening up when you're going down the road. I've put these drawers to the test over the years. I've had them in every one of my trucks and never had an issue with them. I've got my Taylor pump and lift Lube skid back here. It's got 3 products. It's got engine oil, hydraulic oil, and then it's also got grease, but then it has an oil evac system. So if I go to a piece of equipment, I can suck all the oil out of it and be able to fill it up with new oil. So it's a really handy unit. Taylor pump and lift, great family, great guys, beautiful product. It probably looks a little weird. I have a second welder back here, but that's actually there for a reason. You know, in the front, I have my big welder, and typically when I'm on the road, I'm running my plasma table. So when I'm running my plasma table, I'm kind of limited to what I can do with that machine. So by having a second machine, I can have a second arc. So if I want to keep on welding and building while my plasma table's cutting, that's what that's for, so I can keep on running. If you look at the truck, you know there's a lot of boxes here, and every one of these boxes has a drawer unit. I'm terrible at organization. So by having a good drawer system in it, it makes it really nice, you know, for me to be able to organize and keep things clean and know where everything is. On this box here, I got a big bolt bin. Nothing worse than having to go to town to get a $3 bolt. Well, there it is. There's Mack Daddy. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of Mack Daddy. We enjoyed building it. I can't wait to get it out there and work it. So we'll see you guys soon.